Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast this side of East Yorkshire, and today over 1 vs 1 on Titanfall Remastered. Over in the Necron corner, we've got Forgotten. It's over in the Space Marine corner, we have Bhaltair, Roshuan. Roshaun going to be opening up a fistful of Scout Marines and a Plasma Generator, whereas the Necron player is going to go for a couple of Builder Scarabs, Necron Warrior Squad, and quadruple Plasma Generators. So we saw this matchup a couple of weeks ago on this very same map with Roshuan taking the L against the Necron player, so we'll have to see if he's able to get a victory, get some payback and earn back on these Necrons. Do quite like his strategy at the moment. He's going for as many Scout Marines as he dare go for. We do like to say on this channel that when you're up against the Necrons, you do want to play a bit aggressive in the early game to prevent them from getting as many Plasma Generators as they want on the field. But rather than going combat aggressive, he's just going to go map control aggressive and have as many scouts as he likes to capture everything he possibly can. So we will have to see if this strategy does pay off. I don't think I've seen this being used against a Necron player before, but I do quite like it. It's bold, it's brash, it's new and fresh. I do want to see how this goes. Do some Scarabs out on the wings. We'll be trying to decap these as they are being captured. Servitor moving out on the wings, probably going to be popping some listening posts on these more forward strategic points. There we go, there is one listening post over yonder. Scouts now out capturing the nearest and dearest over yonder. So the Necron player will probably see this. Whether that will change his build or it will get an extra Plasma Generator, knowing that there's no early game aggression will allow him to get at least one more being built up. Scarab over here going to see if he can decap it, and he will decap it before the Servitor notices to build something on, which is very, very unfortunate from his perspective. Will delay that listing post somewhat, so would be an ideal time for the Necron warriors to push out and see if they can kill those scouts before they recap it. Tier 2 going on this listing post over yonder, and Scarabs just trying to move around, deny as much as they can. 31% compared to the already 44% of the Space Marines. Now going to go for their Relic. Forgotten, the Necron player here did send this, or did highlight this game over on the Dawn of War Soulstorm Discord, which I've put in the links in all the descriptions for all the Soulstorm videos. So if you want to send us some games, if you want to get involved in the community, please do feel free to follow that link and join the Discord full of wonderful young men and women over on that Discord over there. Necron warriors, seeing this being built up, will decide to come around. Going to try and focus on that Servitor. Servitor going to see if he can build it up before he's able to be killed. Scouts are going to try and tie up this Necron warrior squad, prevent them from firing at him as they go. Be very close though, on quite low health, being bashed away from the listening post. And it's just ever so close. Will he? No, dear oh dear, the Servitor being wiped out before being able to finish on that listening post. Necron Lord now going to jump in. That does look like a lost cause for that listening post. So we do have another Servitor going to come in. Maybe he's able to be a bit cheeky and just turn up, and all he needs to do is just give that listening post a little love tap. Necron Lord teleporting away. Going to chase down the remainders of these scouts. Double obelisks on these lads, or on these strategic points here now, as they will need to get as many obelisks as humanly possible that they can.
Squad morale restored.
98 already, and we're only about 4 minutes into the game. That is great economic boom going for the Space Marine player. Chapel Barracks now up online. We do see some of these posts going for their tier 2s and whatnot. This one yet to... oh, there we go. Popping down listening post on there. Summoning Core going for the Necron player. Might need to see some Wraiths, just for the mobile nature of things, and potential decapping. There we go. This one being decapped. Not sure if it was finished or whatnot. There's only one Servitor body on the field at the moment, so it does look like the Servitor gave up. Potentially they just cancelled that listening post, which would have been ideal. Now, one challenge that the Space Marine player will have to deal with is, I imagine that many players aren't familiar with having this kind of economy online at this stage of the game, so he will have to keep his eye on the potential flirts and see if he can keep spending his money. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plasma generators for the Necrons, so it is a bit of a double-edged sword, this strategy.
Scouts in position.
While the Necron player, while the Space Marine player is able to get his economy online a lot earlier than normal, Necron player is also able to get a little bit more of their economy on as well. Lots of scouts there, even though they're not ideal for fighting in general, especially against Necron warriors, their sheer amount of numbers will be able to destroy these guys a little bit quicker than they can reinforce. Although, mind you, they do have the ability to regenerate some in their number, so they've got that in their favour. Necron are going to try and focus down his listening post, but double servitors will be able to keep this guy alive and well. But yeah, even with the sheer amount of scouts that they have, one squad of Necrons and a Necron Lord is able to beat them back. And with one full squad of Necrons over here, they have been upgraded with their Disruptor Field, so ranged capabilities even more deadly than they were.
In the name of the Emperor.
Force Commander out on the field, Tier 2 going for the Space Marine player as well. Also going to be building up some Tactical Marines. Got a victory countdown, well, a critical location countdown going for the Space Marine player at the moment.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Will force the Necrons to respond in whatever way they can. Trying to cap that strategic point in the middle. Servitors are just going to walk straight past them. Necron warriors over here now going to be reinforced with these flayed ones. Tactical Marines popping just in the nick of time. Not sure if one Force Commando and one small squad of Tactical Marines are enough to push back a upgraded unit of Necron warriors and flayed ones. Flayed ones are being auto reinforced as well. So it seems like the Necron player will have to be the aggressive one in this match. There's quite a lot of military on the field at the moment, and maybe Roshaun has bit off more than he could chew here. Well, yes, he has been able to capture a lot of the map and has had a lot of scouts on the field. That's too much for him to defend the little amount of military he has. But again, he doesn't need to keep it all online. He has had a load of extra money been pumped directly into his economy. He is now in Tier 2. Going to go for some plasma pistols for his sergeants and force commander. Flayed ones, even though they are being auto-reinforced, are being taken down quick as you like. Plasma pistols finishing up on the armory. Flayed ones teleporting back. Space Marines are now going to concentrate their energy and time on those warriors over yonder. But this is a lot to deal with. Tier 2 going for the Necrons at the moment.
Defending objective.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a significant amount of plasma generators. 98 and 20 compared to 45% and 90. So yeah, that is, while it was a great strategy at the beginning, maybe a little bit too ham, I would say, on the old scouts. But the game is early, the game is still fresh. This is a good amount of Space Marines. Necron warriors still only on their first upgrade.
6 minutes.
So against two large squads of Space Marines with Tier 2 and an armory, they will be able to go for some of their... Yeah, they can go for some plasma guns if they so wish. Absolutely annihilating these Necron warriors at the moment. Flayed one's trying to tie guys up, but they aren't surviving for too long. Chaplain on the field as well will throw out a general smite, forcing these guys to retreat. Will also increase the regen of any Space Marines nearby. He's like a super apothecary. So we'll keep those guys fighting fit. Loads of upgrades on these LPs now. Does seem like that the counter-attack of the Necrons have fallen foul. But they haven't teleported all the way back home, they've just teleported to this obelisk. We'll start amassing their infantry. Second unit of flayed ones being spawned. Where's the Necron Lord? Necron Lord in the base. So Assault Marines now being researched or recruited for the Tactical Marines. Flayed ones, quite like that, going in for a flanking manoeuvre. We'll force these guys backwards. Flayed ones slicing away with their sharp tendrils. And it's all to play for. I genuinely have no idea, based on build order or tactics, who's on on top at the moment. We do have some Assault Marines over here. We'll do a fairly decent job against these Necron warriors in close combat, though. They will have to stay away from those flayed ones if they can. No weapons upgrades yet for the Tactical Marines. Do throw a grenade there. We'll take out one flayed one squad, or at least just about. There we go. One squad wipe going on over there. More flayed ones going the way of the dinosaur. Assault Marine being exploded in mid-flight. Very unfortunate. And the slow march of the warriors continue. Bionics level 2 now out. These guys have a significant amount of health. Well, that's nearly 6,000 for one squad. But mind you, Necron warriors also nearly 7,000 for one full squad. But they just can't contend with the sheer amount of DPS that these tacticals can bring to bear. More flayed ones. Double coming out. I mean, the Necrons with their current economy can just absolutely spam out as many flayed ones as they like. Countdown victory once again being activated. Assault Marines jumping in, going to screen these tacticals from the flayed ones. Well, their numbers are going to be cut down very, very quickly. Narrowly avoiding a squad wipe there by pulling that back. Dove Destroyer out on the field, and oh dear, all of a sudden the Space Marines are looking a bit more vulnerable with the constant spam of flayed ones. And oh, I mean, one destroyer is all you really need at this point just to force these guys back quite considerably. Second squad of Assault Marines now out. Not sure if this was the right call. I'm going to go for some missile launchers. Are these Tactical Marines? It's a bit like Plants vs Zombies. These guys slowly but surely moving towards them. The Tacticals need to kill them before they get within certain range, but they are slowly but surely being taken. I mean, it does look like it's been just queued a whole bunch, or at least when you right click and it auto builds every time we've got the resources and pot for it. This is very unfortunate. Economy has taken a little bit of a hit. Green money float going on over here. I'm going to go for some melter bombs for the destroyer. But it does look like that the Necrons have taken it in this match. It's very unfortunate. It did look very, very good for the Space Marine play at the beginning. I did quite like the opening, but sadly it was not to be. It was not to be. Too many plasma generators online allowed the Necron player to crawl back in, and just with that constant spam of flayed ones was able to claim that victory today. But yeah, cool, nice one. Thank you for sending the game in, Forgotten. Anyway, my name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.